Good morning. I'm here to see the Human Resources Manager.
Certainly, sir. Could you let me know why you're looking to meet with them?
I have a job interview scheduled with them today. They called me yesterday to set this up.
Understood. Could you please share your full name for our records?
Of course. My name is Bill Johnson. I'm here for the supervisor job opening you advertised.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Please have a seat in our waiting area while I inform the manager of your arrival.
No problem. I'll wait over there. Please let me know when I can proceed. Relax, Bill. You've got this. You're prepared. You've rehearsed your answers. You can ace this interview.
Mr. Johnson, the HR manager is ready to see you now.
Thanks. Are we going to start the interview immediately?
Yes, sir. The HR manager is in their office. You may go in now.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, Mr. Johnson. How are you feeling today?
I'm well, thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Smith. So far, it's been a great morning.
That's excellent. You're here for the supervisor position, right?
Yes, that's correct. Your assistant called me yesterday to schedule this interview.
Great. Let's get started then. Have you held a supervisory position before, or is this going to be your first time?
I've been working in a similar capacity for several years now, and I believe I'm ready to take on more responsibilities.
That's commendable, Mr. Johnson. We generally prefer candidates with some experience, but let's move on. Could you tell me a bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, you already know my name. I'm originally from California, but I moved here a few years ago to pursue my education. I chose this city specifically to study business management. Upon graduation, I was proud to be at the top of my class, which was a significant accomplishment considering my less than stellar academic record in school.
That's impressive. Congratulations. What drew you to that field of study?
My father was a businessman, and he was also a general manager of a significant company. He's retired now, but his influence inspired my decision to pursue a career in business management. I've always been fascinated by the way he spoke about managing businesses, and I believe I can make a positive impact as a supervisor.
I see. What do you think are the necessary qualities for someone in this position, Mr. Johnson?
Given that this role involves leading a team, I believe leadership skills are paramount, and I am confident I possess those.
Leadership is indeed crucial. Could you share an example of how you've demonstrated these skills in the past?
Absolutely. Back in California, I was not the top academic student in my high school, particularly in math and science. However, my peers elected me as the student body president 3 years in a row. I used this role to advocate for several improvements for the school.
Interesting. If you weren't a top student, what do you think led to your election as president?
I was quite popular, and my peers recognized my ability to handle challenging situations effectively.
I see. Now, could you tell me a bit about your family?
I have 2 brothers and a sister. They all live in California with my parents. I'm the only one in the family who decided to move away for career advancement. I worked hard to fund my education and strive towards my professional goals.
That's admirable, indeed. Now, what would you consider greatest strengths and weaknesses?
I would say my strongest attributes are responsibility and commitment. I take complete ownership of my team's performance, be it good or bad, and I'm devoted to my career. If it means staying extra hours to complete a project, I won't hesitate to do so. As for my weakness, I can sometimes be stubborn, often confusing my strong convictions with the only way to do things. However, I'm aware of this and actively working on it.
It's essential to be aware of these things. Passion can sometimes blur our judgment.
You're right. In my 5 years in business management, I've learned many valuable lessons, including this one.
Sounds like you've had a steep learning curve. Now, another important question. Are you comfortable working under pressure? That can be quite common in this role.
Yes, I am. Over the past 5 years, working under pressure has been a common occurrence. I've learned to adapt and handle various situations while staying focused on our objectives.
Good to hear. What would you say is the biggest challenge you've faced in your life so far?
I'm someone who enjoys challenges, but the biggest one was probably deciding to move to a new city for my career. It was difficult dealing with debts, finding a place to live, and securing a job to pay for everything. But I managed to overcome those challenges successfully.
That sounds like a significant accomplishment, Mr. Johnson. Normally, I would have reservations about hiring someone without specific supervisory experience. However, I'm willing to make an exception in this case. I believe you have the necessary skills for this role, and I'm confident you'll learn quickly how to manage our team effectively. This company holds a prominent position in the city, and we need individuals who can represent us well. I think you've passed this interview, and I invite you to meet our general manager tomorrow. He will provide you with more information about the company.
That's fantastic news. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I assure you, I'll do my best for this company.
I'm glad to hear that, Bill. Welcome to G Corporation. We'll see you here tomorrow morning.
I look forward to it. Thank you again for this opportunity.